with me. So welcome to our new consultant orientation for Top of the Line. My name is Mariah Retzlaff and I am a three-star director. So I've been with Tupperware for about 5 years now. And I know there's so much information that comes to you when you are brand new. So I wanted to pop on and give you guys a little bit more information about how to use your membership and all the little perks that come along with it. Even if you're using it just for yourself or you're selling, there's just so much information to know. So I want to say welcome to Tupperware, especially if you're brand new. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're watching the replay, give me a hashtag replay below. So we have a saying in Tupperware, you are in business for yourself, but you're never by yourself. You always have a team supporting you. You're part of the Tupperware US and Canada, bigger organization. The home office is in Orlando, Florida. So if you hear chitter chatter about Orlando or Florida, that's because that's where our home office is actually based from. The factory and the warehouse for Tupperware are in Hemingway, South Carolina, and Tupperware Canada also distributes from Laval, Quebec. You're part of the company Top of the Line, of course, and you guys see that because you are in our Facebook group as well. Your upline is always there to support you. So your upline would include the person who welcomed you into the team. Maybe you have a manager, and you of course have a director. So if you don't know who your director is, look in your My Office and see if you can find out who your director is. That's your first resource you want to go to if you have questions about anything, and your recruiter might not be available, or maybe they're not able to help you. Your director is your resource to go to. We also have our business leader, who is Cora Putz, and you'll see her, of course, in Top of the Line encouraging and posting lots of information as well. And we have our regional sales manager for Canada, who is Carrie Tykowski. So she is more present in Tupperware US and Canada Salesforce Facebook page. If you're part of that, you will see her posting as well on our behalf. So let's look at membership options. When you first joined Tupperware, you would have had one of three options. First is the virtual membership, which is $20, and that includes everything that I'm going to talk about here, but no Tupperware comes along with it, of course. Or you could have got the deluxe bundle, which is currently $179 if you are watching this and you aren't brand new and you got it. Maybe you got different items than what is in the picture, and maybe you paid a different price. But right now it's $179, and you would get everything in that bundle shown there. Or you could also purchase the starter bundle if you join today, and the starter bundle is $125 and it includes those three items there. So these are the membership options if that you either join with, or if you welcome a friend, they can choose from these as well. So the deluxe and the starter bundle also come with a package of catalogs to get you started. You have those in hand right away to start sharing your product. But regardless of which membership you joined with, the same opportunities and offers apply to everyone. So I'm going to go through lots of information here in this webinar. It applies to you no matter which membership you got. If you got one of these bundles pictured here, even if you didn't, be sure to attend the Sunday evening webinar to find out more information about these products. The ones that are in the bundles are Tupperware's best-selling products. So when you attend the webinar, you're going to learn tips and tricks about them, any webinars actually, and that really helps you to get knowledge about our products. So these are the times of the Sunday cooking webinars that you can tune into. Depending on where you live, it's going to be a different time zone for everybody, but we have 3 every Sunday, morning, afternoon, and evening. So be sure to check those out. Business supplies. We have 3 main sources for business supplies. The first one is what we call sales aids, and this is directly from Tupperware themselves. So when you go in to place an order, you will see a category called sales aids, and this is the type of stuff that you can get there, okay? So you can find game prizes, small thank you gifts. The thank you gifts are about, I think, a package of 16 little gifts for about $8.50. So you get a good bundle there. You can get your catalogs, your brochures, bags for your orders, or keychains. Those are just some kind of examples of things you can find that are sales aids that you can order directly from Tupperware to help you work your business. The second source is Vistaprint. Vistaprint offers so many things. There is a Tupperware portal with logoed merchandise, okay? So this is the address. If you have a pen and paper, you can write it down or come back and check it out. It's tupperware.go.customprintcenter.com. Okay, so there's the discount there right underneath it. New Tupperware 50 So you want to write down new Tupperware 50, and then you get 50% off your first order with Vistaprint. And at Vistaprint, you will find Tupperware logoed banner, pens, business cards. There is so much information, so many things on Vistaprint. So go check it out so you can see what is available to you if you wish to purchase it. Keep an eye on your My Week email because they also have big promotions. So if you've already used up your 50% discount code, it'll come up throughout the year that you will see in your email another 50% discount code so you can keep purchasing at a great deal. We also have the TOTL store, short for top of the line store. So the address for this one is www.totlstore.com. You can find iron-ons, thank you cards, order forms, portfolios. Portfolios are a binder filled with information of our best-selling product lines and other information about the business. So highly suggest you guys all grab a portfolio right from the get-go because it's a fabulous addition to your business. So the TOTL store is put on directly from Cora herself, our business leader. So all of this stuff has top of the line written on it, and it's formatted exactly for what you need for your business. So go check that one out as well, totlstore.com. And these are our three main resources that you can find to support your business. So taking orders, if you are brand new to taking orders from customers, I'm going to go over some important details of what you want to think about as you are taking orders. So order forms are available in the TOTL store at www.totlstore.com. Many people will just keep a notebook though. So if you don't want to order the order forms, that's perfectly fine. You can just keep a notebook, especially if you're doing those online parties. If you're doing in person, order forms are a little nicer because you can pass them out, people fill it out and get back to you. But when you're doing business online, sometimes notebooks are perfectly fine. So that is your choice. When you are doing orders, make sure you collect name, email, and phone number whenever possible. Because if anything goes, sideways and maybe you're locked out of your Facebook account, you will have a resource to reach out to your customers that's not just Facebook. So I always suggest to get those information. And of course, if you are mailing direct to your customers, you will need their address as well, plus their email and their phone number. Okay, so save yourself a step, save yourself a headache, and just try to get that information right from the start from your customers. So when you're thinking about orders, all items in the catalog and brochures have numbers attached to it. Have you guys noticed that? So every item, every product has an item number. So you can look for it. There are 3 and 4 digit codes, which are catalog items, or there's 5 and 6 digit codes, which are a sale item. So that's how you can tell right away if it's a sale item or if it's a regular catalog item, is usually 90% of the time by how many digits they have in their item code, okay? Occasionally though, you will find a sale that has a 3 or 4 digit number, so it'd be like 724 or something like that. These can actually be used for host credit, which I'm going to explain a little bit more as we go along here, but those are kind of special sale items if they have a 3-digit code. Be sure when you're taking customers' orders, get a description and a price for clarity because it's happened and it'll happen to you at one point too when you go to place that order and maybe the person who gave you the item number doesn't exist and you're wondering, well, what is this item actually? Or maybe you ordered the wrong picture because, it's a good idea to be perfectly clear, get the description, make sure you confirm the price, and then it'll clear up a lot of mistakes later on. And customers aren't always available to reach out to and double check, right? We have deadlines and you don't want to risk ordering the wrong item or not being able to reach your customer. So good idea when you're taking those orders, clarify that information right from the start. So here are shipping rates with Tupperware. Shipping is a price on a tiered system. So you can see based upon the order value before tax, that's going to affect what the shipping cost is. And it maxes out at $300. So that is where it's $24.99. Always add shipping to get a taxable total and then calculate the taxes. So that is a Canadian government thing. We are taxed on our shipping rates. So get the subtotal, add in the shipping, and then calculate the taxes on that. So it's not going to cost you anything out of pocket, and we are giving correct totals to our customers. Make sure you are doing a tax rate based upon the shipping address. So for example, if you're shipping to Alberta, It's not no GST, but it is no PST. So that's a little typo there. But if you're shipping to Alberta, there's no PST there. Whereas if you're shipping to Saskatchewan, we do have PST. So the total of the order will change depending on where you are shipping to. If you are just shipping to your own house, I assume you would know the tax code, so that one would be easier. But just keep that in mind when you are shipping across the country that you are calculating the taxes based upon where it is shipping to. Customers have the choice to pay by e-transfer or EMT, as some people call it, cash or check. If you are comfortable accepting a check, if you're not comfortable accepting a check from someone you do not know, then that is fine. You can say, I do not accept checks. That is your choice as you are the business owner. Tupperware can also accept MasterCard, Visa, or Amex. If they pay by cash or e-transfer, you actually have collected your commission right away. And I'm going to show you in the next couple slides here how that works. But payment should always be collected at the time of order. So don't, collect $600 of orders and then collect the payment when they come in. It's better code of practice just to collect right when you're ordering people's Tupperware. If they pay you by credit card, you can actually send your customers a secure payment link. So they don't need to send you their credit card information, right? You're going to send them the link. They're going to enter their digits, their CCV number, and they're going to do all that, and it will register as paid on your end. So you don't need to be collecting their digits. We'll just send them a secure payment link, and I love that feature. When it actually comes to placing the orders, there are a few different ways to do it. Of course, when you're placing orders for customers, you could do it in a party if you have a party going on, or you could do it outside of the party. And if you're outside of a party, you could do a customer order. And when you log in, you will see the option create customer order, or you can do it on your personal website too. And your customers can go to your personal website and they can place those orders for themselves and you will still benefit. If you're placing orders just for yourself, you can also do this in a party, or you can do it outside of a party in what we call a consultant order, or there's a sales aid sample order, or on your personal website as well. So the difference between a consultant order and a sales aids order is consultant order, you can order all the sales, all the samples, all the sales aids. You can order that all on a consultant order. But in a sales aids order, it ships faster. So you can't order all the sales, all the catalogs. You can only order sales aids and samples. So if that's all you're ordering, it will ship faster if you do it just as a sales aids order. So that's a nice little tip, a nice little feature they have for us. So take note though, depending on how you do your order, you will receive your 25% discount, which we all get, regardless of whether you do it as a customer order or a consultant order. But it only appears at the final checkout screen if you're in a customer order. Okay, does that make sense to everyone? So if you are going to place an order for, let's say, a 4-piece Fridge Smart set, and I don't know exactly the price offhand, but if you were going to place an order for that and you're in a customer order and you're wondering, well, why is this costing so much? Where's my discount? Keep clicking on through the checkout process, and at the very end, you will see your discount is applied there, okay? So you will end up paying the exact same if it's a customer or a consultant order, but it doesn't show up to the final screen, okay? And during special customer-only offers, sometimes you need to use a customer order. So this applies if we have a purchase with purchase, like this month we have some microwave cookers you can get when you purchase $100. So if you wanna access that, you're gonna have to do it as a customer order, but you will end up paying the exact same price, okay? It just doesn't show up till the end. The only exception to this is your personal website. On your personal website, you're always gonna pay 25%. You're gonna pay that upfront, but you're gonna get a payback weekly, and that's your commission from your personal website, okay? So I hope that makes a little sense. I know it's a lot going on, a lot of information there if you're new, but save your question to the end or drop it in the comments and we can work it out there if you have a question about that. So about your website, your personal selling website, every consultant has a personal shopping website that you can use or you can share with your friends and customers, and they can shop directly from you. So everyone has this. To find your website, if you don't know it already, log in, go to your profile. It's the circle at the little top right of your My Office. So I've got a little picture for you guys here. You log in, look for that little bubble. It'll probably have a little face icon or a head icon on it. And then go down to where it says View and Edit Profile, and you will see your personal website here, okay? So it's under the Profile tab, Personal Website. So everyone will have one. It was set up when you set up your account, and that's where you can go and you can copy and paste that and share that with your customers so they can direct shop if they want to, okay? So commission is paid out from these sales every single week. So if someone goes to your website and they shop, you get commission off of that every single week. There are options to upgrade your website. So right now, everyone signs on, they usually have a free website. You can upgrade it for a monthly fee, but most consultants actually don't find they have the need to. So I don't have the options here to go over the differences because most people really just don't need to upgrade at all. So Pay Quicker, Tap Card by Pay Quicker. I don't know if you've recognized that or heard that term before, but Pay Quicker is Tupperware's payroll system, and it is a Visa debit account. So if you're wondering what's it all about, that's simplified. That's what it is, a Visa debit account. All members can get it, and I'll show you how in a minute here. So when you have Pay Quicker, you can use it to pay for your orders. So when you go to order and enter your credit card in the back office, in My Office, you will see there's an option there called Pay Quicker. And you can use your Pay Quicker to actually pay for your Tupperware orders. Or if you want to, you can request a virtual card or a physical card. So you can actually pay for purchases elsewhere. You can pay for your groceries with your Pay Quicker if you wanted to. So website commissions from that personal website are paid out weekly. All other commissions are paid out monthly, and that will be paid onto your Pay Quicker system. Okay, so weekly from the website, everything else is paid out monthly, usually the second or the third Thursday of the month. Any customers who pay by e-transfer or cash, you will receive the commission up front, and that's not processed through PayQuicker. So when you first join, it's a little bit, maybe just takes a little bit to understand how commissions are paid out. But if you do a regular order and someone pays you cash, let's say it's $100 before tax, before shipping, it's a $100 order, your commission off that is 25%, so it's going to be $25, right? So they pay you $100. When you go to order that Tupperware for them, it's only going to cost you $75. Okay, so you're paying Tupperware $75. The customer paid you $100. The difference is that $25 commission, and that is going right into your e-transfer when they send it to you, or right into your pocket if they pay you cash. Okay, so that is how you make cash off of most of the customer interactions that we do. That's your commission off of it. What comes through PayQuicker is a little bit different. That's the website sales or any bonuses that you get through Tupperware. So we have personal volume bonuses you can get if you sell a certain amount, or promotion bonuses. Those are paid through PayQuicker. So to register, you want to select Pay Quicker from My Office. You will see it on the side menu and follow those prompts to set up an account, okay? And if you get payment through Pay Quicker and you don't have an account, you will get an email saying Tupperware has made a deposit, and that's when you know it's time to set up your Pay Quicker to get your money, okay? Warranty. So warranty is a really important part of Tupperware because we have a great warranty program and everybody loves it, right? So this is just going to be a quick overview here. TOTL has many great trainings that go into depth on warranty. So what I'm going to talk about here is just kind of an overview so you have some idea where you're going with it, but you will probably want to watch another warranty video that goes into a little more training, especially once you get a few warranty items that you have to work with. It'll make a lot more sense. Tupperware is guaranteed against these four things: chipping, cracking, breaking, and peeling. So if you have one of those, it will qualify for warranty. No receipt is needed, so if a customer brings you something broken, that's all you need to go forward with the warranty. Every product has a mold number. So the mold number, okay, I didn't say that there. The mold number is a 3 or 4 digit number. So I've got a little cup here, and the 3 or 4 digit number is right on the bottom. It's usually in tiny, tiny print, so you may have to really look for it. Once you get in the habit of it, you notice them quicker. But every product has one of those. Warranty is a two-step process. Okay, so first we're going to go log into your My Office and go to the side menu, and we will see a warranty request form. Enter your name and email to have the code sent to you, or if you want to send them directly to your customer, you could enter your customer's name and email as well, okay? So every item is either active or inactive. If it is active, that means it's currently available to be ordered, and you will get a warranty code for that item to be added to a future order. Okay, so that's a warranty code. But if it's inactive or obsolete, as we sometimes refer to it, you'll get what we call a credit voucher to be used for a future order. So you can either get a warranty code or you can get a credit voucher. And the trickiest thing is to wrap your head around that, I think, that they are two separate things. Okay, so they work the same way that you're going to get them, but two separate things, warranty code or credit voucher. So if your customer has an inactive item but does not want a credit voucher, you can replace with the most similar item currently available, okay? So you can use the parts or search index to get the current product's mold number rather than the obsolete one. Okay, so I've got just a little example to show you. I've got a little impressions cup here. This impressions cup is not in the catalog. It's a smaller size. So if a customer brought this to me and it was broken, I can't order this exact item anymore because it's not in production. So they would get a credit voucher minus $5 or whatever it is that could be taken off a future order of whatever they wanted to order. And that would be option number one. Option number two, I have the larger impressions tumbler that is still available in the catalog. And I could replace, instead of getting them that credit voucher, I could replace it and give them a bigger cup. Okay. And this one is available to order. So I would order this and this would be no charge to them. Okay. And so hopefully that makes a little bit of sense there. After you've completed the warranty request form for your items, the second step is you have to actually go to place a new order and you actually have to apply that credit voucher, or you actually have to order your cup here for them, okay? So there's a two-step process. Don't forget step number two. So what do you do with your broken Tupperware after it's been warrantied? Tupperware wants you to mark a big X on the bottom with a permanent marker so you know that one has been ordered, that one has been taken care of. And writing the customer name on it and date is also a good practice to do so that you have that written down right there on the product to remember. Keep it for 30 days because Tupperware can request pictures or have it sent in up to 30 days after you make the claim. So you want to keep that, and then you can recycle it, or if recycle facilities exist. And that's all I have to say about warranty. So host rewards. Host rewards are some of the best thing that we have because we get to spoil our hosts, spoil our customers with free Tupperware. So if you are doing a party, these are the reward levels to keep in mind. Host reward levels are calculated based upon qualifying volume, or QV as we call it. And that is just simply before tax and shipping are applied to the order. Because as we know, depending on where you live in Canada, tax and shipping, tax is going to be different, and the total of your order is tax shipping. So tax and shipping aren't included here. It's just the qualifying volume before tax and shipping. So these are the levels. We have 250, 375, 625, and 1250. And that is when you start earning 10%, 15%, 20%, and you get one half price item, two half price item, and three half price items. And you get at 250, this is the first level, you get a free thank you gift for your host. Please note though, there is a $5 consultant cost. So it's $5 for us because we are thanking our host for hosting a party with us. For them, it is free, okay? So those are the basic host reward levels. You will also see host exclusive gifts. So right now we have that kind of tealy green colored serving set. That is a host exclusive gift. People cannot order it if they love it. They have to host a party to get that gift. And these use up host credits. So instead of getting, $94 free from the catalog, they could pick that host exclusive gift, and that's going to use up their credit. Okay, they do need to always get two people to book off their party to access that exclusive gift. And then separate from that, we have host bonuses. And host bonuses are really awesome perks for the host. They don't use up those credits and they're added on bonus offers. So you need to get those two bookings still, but they are just host bonuses and they're simply a bonus, right? So your customer can access this exclusive item at a great price just for hosting a party and reaching a certain sales amount. Host credits and half price selections can be used towards items in the catalog only. Okay, so if your customer is wondering, well, how do I pick $38 free? What do I have? What can I choose from? It's absolutely anything from the catalog. And when you have that one half price item, you could use sets as a half price item too. So a freezer made set that has about, 8 freezer mates in it, that's one half price item. So that's a great way to really maximize use of your host credits. So helpful hint for you guys though, 3 or 4 digit numbers only is what qualify for credits. Okay, so those are usually catalog items, but any set is one item, and it can also qualify if it's one of those special sale items that have 3 or 4 digits. Those can be used for credits as well. So let's chat a little bit about the broader Tupperware benefits that you have. Number one is sample pricing. So when you are a new member, you have access to sample pricing. And that's this little picture here. Hopefully it looks a little bit familiar to you guys. You'll see it posted. You'll see an email, that kind of thing. So you get 25% discount off all catalog items and sale items. So it's not just the regular price items you get that discount on, you get it off the sales too. And you get up to 70% with the sampling program pictured here. So a little bit information about samples. They are released 2 weeks before the sale opens. So that's when you can expect new ones to come out 2 weeks before. They have new items, new colors, all the time. And it's our exclusive opportunity to purchase the host bundles. So there's that bundle that I was chatting with you guys about. If you're a customer, you have to host a party to get this, but if you have a membership, you can purchase it at an amazing sample price, okay? So that's an exclusive benefit to having a Tupperware membership. Pay attention to the dates at the top of the sheets here where you see fall 2022 and winter 2023 catalog. Right under that, you will see the dates that the samples open and the dates that they close. They are while supplies last, so you don't want to wait till the end if possible, but you can see here the winter 2023 ones, the last date to order is January 10th. So that is the end of that. And then shortly after that, we will see the new samples come out. Yeah, so samples are while supplies last, so order as soon as possible if you are able to. You must have what we call an active account to purchase samples. So when you first join, you already have an active account. And beyond that, you want to keep it active by submitting $600 over 4 months. Okay, so that is what we term as active in Tupperware, $600 over the 4-month period. You have lots of chance to win free product through challenges from Tupperware and TOTL, and I'm going to explain that a little bit coming up here as well. And you also get business services, lots of business services as a Tupperware member. For example, there is a Staples discount. There is a Purelator discount as well. So if you open a Purelator Tupperware account, then you can get amazing prices on shipping, and you can use that for yourself, for your Christmas presents, whatever you would like. So when we're talking about Tupperware, selling it on eBay, Facebook garage sales, etc., is permitted, but there's pretty strict limitations on it. You want to make sure you are using currently available pricing from Tupperware. So no special discounts or clear outs when you're doing it on a public Facebook garage sale site or buy and sell or something like that. Use photos that present the product nicely, present your business nicely. And membership bundles must be advertised as a business opportunity and not just sold as kidnappers, as we call it. So you are able to purchase the membership bundle, of course, at an amazing price that is available to everybody, but we don't want to advertise it as a kidnapping opportunity. We want to make sure we're advertising about the great Tupperware business opportunity. So for more information on that, make sure you see the social media policy album on top of the line, and it'll go into a lot more detail about that if you're curious. When we add a new team member, this is something that I definitely want everyone to know because it's great to share the Tupperware opportunity with other people. Many months you will see exclusive offers just for you for adding in a new team member. So they can choose from the same options as you if they're still available. We have the virtual, the deluxe, or the starter bundles. Everyone is available. Everyone can purchase those with a membership. And everyone saves 25% off by opening a membership effectively immediately. So if I sign somebody up for membership, they can access this great savings in 5-10 minutes even, right away. So to add in a new team member, they can go themselves to your website, so that personal selling website, and click join us. Okay, so it's a menu option right there. You will see it, join us. And from this point on, it's very straightforward. Usually the hardest part is to find that little join us on the menu. And then it's very simple. It just asks for their address, mailing address, phone number, those kind of things. Set up your username. So direct them to this and they can start saving right away. In Tupperware, we love to party, of course. So we're going to chat a little bit about dating parties. The easiest way to make money in this business is to hold Tupperware parties. It makes so much sense and it is just so easy. So this can be online via Facebook, Zoom, WhatsApp, Instagram, or in person. If you're an in-person person, that is okay. So when we're talking about parties, you know your format, or try it out and you will find your format that suits you best. So when I'm talking about the party, you apply it to however you want to party, okay? So holding 2 parties per week, they average $600 in sales, okay? So if you are holding 2 parties per week that are $600 in sales each, that can get you $1,200 per month in commission, okay? So that is $1,200 of money in your pocket per month. You've not booked or held a launch party yet with your upline, I strongly encourage you guys to reach out to them and book that party. And if it's been months since you joined and you're watching this training and you are just, itching to get going again, reach out to your upline anyways and they'll help you do a relaunch party, right? And that's perfectly fine to let your friends know you are back into it. So dating parties starts with Frank. This is our friend Frank, okay? So let's meet Frank. If you have a piece of paper, or if you're watching this later, perfectly fine, write out FRANK across or down the page, whichever you want. And we're going to use those letters to help us make a list of contacts, okay? So we're going to list 10 contacts under each heading, under the F, the R, the A, the N, and the K. And I'm going to explain to you what those acronyms are for right away here. So don't assume that the people you list won't be interested. We want to make sure we're offering the party to everyone, and we can let them decide if they're interested or not. Don't assume. Let's just write it down and get your list going. When you are done, you will have 50 contacts to reach out to date parties, 50 people. So I highly encourage you guys complete this in the next 48 hours and share the results with your director, okay? Because they will be so excited to help you get going on this. So when we talk about Frank, we have friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, and kid contacts. So I've got some suggestions under each of them here. So for friends, think about your current, your new, your past, and maybe people even from high school. Don't just think of the people you talk to and text every day, but start writing and expand your list so you have more friends on it. Relatives could be your aunties, your grandmas, your cousins, could be your grandpa, could be your uncle too. That's perfectly fine. Think of all the relatives that you could potentially ask for a party. Acquaintances, it could be a store clerk, a hairdresser, nail technician, bus driver, anyone you see all the time and you interact, you know them by their face, you chat with them. Neighbors, when you're thinking about your neighbors, think about people who live across the street or behind you or maybe next to you or down the block even. Or if you are in the country, down the lane, down the street, your nearest neighbors to you. And then think about kid contacts, people you know through friends or through kids in your lives. Could be your own kids, it could be your grandkids, could be your nieces and nephews, anyone who you know through children. Your kids' friends, parents, coaches, teachers, those are just a few examples. And as you get writing, you will find you have more names that you will start writing down. So the process of brainstorming really can be helpful to find your contacts. Once you have that list of contacts, then it's time to reach out to them and to actually offer a party. So I have an example here of some wording you could use. Just an example. Hi, this is blank, and I just joined Tupperware, or maybe I'm just getting going again with Tupperware. I'm really excited. I'm looking for my first 5 friends to help me with the practice party, and I thought about you. I have several dates open. Is daytime or evenings better for you? Or you could say, is weekday or weekend better for you? Or you could say I have Tuesday or Friday open. And the great thing about it is it goes around your schedule, right? So often when we give them a choice, when we're offering a party and say, I have this one or this one, which one works better for you? It's a better chance of getting a response, okay? Rather than reaching out and say, I thought of you, would you like to party? And, when you give them the option, it usually gets a better response from people. So a little reminder here, offer choices of the dates you have open. Okay, so don't say would Tuesday work for you if you know you have something going on Tuesday, right? Give the choices of the dates you have open. Date in close. So what I mean is date in soon. Don't date for 4 months from now, date now for parties, okay? This will help you date into the next 2 or 3 weeks as well, and you can get all the Confidence Start awards. And if you don't know what Confidence Start is, I'm going to get to that right away here. But you want to get your business going quickly, okay? And you want to make that extra income now. So parties in 3 months from now are super awesome, but parties now are going to help kickstart your business, okay? So date in sooner rather than later. So know what to say though, and be prepared that not everyone is going to say yes, right? Some people may say no, some people may say maybe, and that is perfectly fine. We love the no, accept the no, it's okay, right? We're offering to everybody and they are entitled to say no, but here's some great responses you can do when people do say no to you. You could say, is that no not now? Or no, not ever. Because some people, especially if you're offering in December, of course, it's a crazy time. So you can say, is that no, not ever? And if they're open to it, maybe they'd be okay with you asking again in spring or in February or in January when we have a huge sale going on. That's perfectly okay. And then you could also ask, do you know someone else who might want to need Tupperware or earn it free? Right? Because they might have contacts that they can put you in touch with, and that will really help expand your business as well. Or you could ask them, would you like to help me by being an order taker over the next couple weeks? You can give them some catalogs, they'll pass them along, and they'll collect orders for you and collect new customers for you. Okay, but make sure you call after the catalog has been received and invite them to participate in something or just follow up with them. Okay, if you have a launch party, you invite those people to your launch party. That's a great way to keep the connection going about Tupperware, right? So always follow up when you do pass out catalogs. And if they say maybe, you can say, okay, I'll check back in a few days if I don't hear from you, or I'll check back next week. The key though is you really do have to check back. So write yourself a sticky note, put it in your phone as a reminder, whatever works for you, but make sure you are following up again with that person. So when it comes to training opportunities, as a Tupperware member, we have a lot, okay? So we have team meetings and events. Check the TOTL events tab in our Facebook group. Hopefully that's where you found this training. Most of them are virtual. Not all of them are, but most of them are. We also have top of the line in-person events such as Spring Fling, other ones that will pop up from time to time, in-person events. So watch TOTL for those upcoming events, and if they're in TOTL, they're open to everyone, okay? Sunday cooking webinars, as I already chatted about, those are 3 times every single week, okay? So invest in them and you will learn about your Tupperware. We also have TOTL training weeks, which is kind of 1 week just filled with a lot of information and training for you guys. If you're curious to watch the past ones, you can watch those. Go to the featured tab in TOTL, scroll down, and you'll see they are all listed there. So much training about the products, about the business, a really great way to invest your time. And we have Tupperware Jubilee. So that is a North American event in Orlando, Florida. It's in person again, and it might be virtual. That's usually in August, so you'll have to wait to see a little bit of update about that. So we have a saying, when you show up, you go up. And that is when you show up for trainings, for meetings, for webinars, it will help you go up in your business. So a few additional top of the line resources here to go over with you guys. We have TOTL Company Facebook group, which if you are in it already, you know it is an amazing source of information. You can find organizational information, recognition, product updates, upcoming events. Those are all in our Facebook group. Specifically though, if you want to check out the albums and the files, you will find recipes and tips on every product. So if you haven't checked out the albums, I encourage you guys to go check them out so you can see what is available to you there. We have events, online and in-person training opportunities. Many of those you can bring guests to, right? So that's a nice opportunity there too. In the list, you are invited. TOTL product groups. So did you know we have a product group for many of our products? I think we have about 15 product groups now. So those are for you and your customers. So for example, Tupperware fridge smarts with top of the line. You can search it, or you can go to the featured tab in top of the line and you will find a big list of them there. You can join these groups, but you can also invite your customers. So if your customer buys a fridge smart and you think they would be curious to know more information, or if they buy the pressure cooker and they'd love some recipes to go with it, join the group, invite your customer, and they will have access to those resources too, okay? Copy and paste events you will also see in the events part of top of the line. These are for you to use, right? You can copy and paste individual posts and post them to your business page, to your profile, wherever you like to talk to people about Tupperware. And then there's also copy and paste parties, and that is an entire party you can use from start to finish. So we make it easy for you guys. If you're starting just to run parties and you're not really sure how to do it, you can copy and paste the entire party, and that includes games, product posts, welcome, everything like that, okay? Because you can use part of it or you can use all of it. We also have the TOTL resources, of course, on the TOTL store, www.totlstore.com. So that's a huge resource there as well. And we have a YouTube channel, which trainings and videos are there, and you can share them with your customers if they're on the YouTube channel, okay? So be sure to check that one out as well. Awards and incentives. Some of the favorite part. So these are offered from Tupperware, your upline manager, director, and from top of the line themselves. So there are a lot of awards and challenges that will pop up. I'm just going to highlight some of them here. But if you look at the challenges album at top of the line, you will see new ones are added all the time. So first we have the first order reward, which is if you order $50 or more in the month you joined, then you can access this. And also the recruiter reward for inviting a friend to open a membership. And if you're a brand new member who just joined this month, you can access both of these, the first order reward and the recruiting reward. If you joined last month or 2 months ago, you can still access the recruiter reward though. So here's the first order reward for this month. If you order $50 or more, you can access this little bundle for $9. And here is the recruiting reward. So if you welcome someone in and they place their first order of $50 or more, you get this reward for $7. Okay, so great rewards popping up all the time. And if your new member, your friend who joins, if they do a party that reaches $600, then you also get a reward for that. So we love rewards. So you're going to access this little set for $20 if they party and reach $600 in sales. There's also Confidence Start. Confidence Start is for your first 3 or 4 months with Tupperware, and there are huge rewards, okay? So I'm going to show you here, this is our newer Confidence Start program. So you'll see right at the very bottom of this image, right at the bottom here, you will see this set, and this is what we call our Jumpstart reward. So this is only in the month when you join. So if you joined in December, you can access this by December 28th. That is the cutoff date. If you submit $600, which is that average party, then you can choose from either the vent and serve or the canister set. And that's your Jumpstart reward, okay? And then as we go along throughout the month, so going on from there, we have level 1, level 2, and level 3. So as you go up and you do parties, and your upline will help you with this for sure, reach out to them and tell them your goal. But as you go along, you can earn fridge smart sets, silicone, freezer mate, modular mates, ultra pro. These are all things you can earn just by working your business. So it's pretty amazing and pretty fun there. So definitely try for them because you might be surprised at what you can earn. And at the very top here, we also have what they call a consistency award. So in your first 3 months, if you have $1,200 in sales for each of those months, you can earn the consistency pot set there. Okay, so if your this month, when you joined, if you joined this month and you reach 600, you're going to get to choose from the Jumpstart rewards. If you reach 1,200, that will be your month 1 of your consistency. Okay, so excellent, excellent program. And that's the best way to earn free stuff for sure. There's also weekly rewards. So I'm not going to go over these here, but from Tupperware, you will see in emails on top of the line, you will see posts about weekly rewards that you can earn. And those are awesome to pay attention to as well. So those rewards, the one I just went over, all of those weekly rewards, they may take 2 to 3 weeks after the qualification period ends for it to load. They come on Fridays and they're usually available for 1 month before they expire. So be sure to check often. Once they expire, they're going to be gone, but you have a month to order them. Okay, so check on Fridays, see what's loaded up on your account. So usually if you earn it, it'll take a week or maybe 2 weeks after and it will pop up on your account, okay? The ones from top of the line, such as top 50, I did it 750 and one. Those are TOTL challenges, and these will ship out the month after the qualifiers are confirmed, okay? And of course, if you earn a prize from your director, that will be dependent on how your director likes to ship out prizes as well. So it's all different, but the Tupperware ones load on Fridays. So I have a few final thoughts for you guys here, and then we will wrap it up. So take advantage of that kit issue by joining the Sunday evening webinar, because you will learn so many little tips that you can pass along to your customers and learn about the products yourself if you're not as familiar with them. Work your business on your schedule. Tupperware is the perfect fit for any lifestyle, and that's why it's perfect, right? Because you can do it totally around what you have going on in your life right now. Share your goals with your director because they can help you achieve them. Okay. And when you share your goals, it will help you stay motivated to get those goals. Book your launch party right now. Chat with your upline or your director to help get started. Unless you already have it booked, then awesome job. And remember, think big, start small, but begin now. Okay. So don't wait till those 4 months have passed. Begin now because you can do it. I have a little challenge for you guys here. Email or message your director with these 2 things. Okay, make your frank list. Make that list of contacts and send your director your first 10 names and send them why you joined Tupperware and what you want to gain from it, because that might be different for everybody. And then post on top of the line 3 things you learned from this training and tag your director, okay? And that will be an awesome way to help share what you learned. So thanks everybody for joining here today. Leave a comment below if you learned something, leave the hashtag replay, and I'm so glad you invested your time. Thanks everybody.